Plattenburg back at the 5-yard line, back to the 10, out to the 20, 25-yard line, and the Trojans have turned them away. John Plattenburg with his first interception, and the Trojans have the ball back down 14-3. How do you do?
Second interception, but it was a big one. That's your second, right, Platt? You had one at Arizona State, didn't you? There we go. We are back on Trojans Live. Jordan Moore, John Jackson, and John Plattenburg. This segment of Trojans Live is brought to you by Allstate. The Trojans are in good hands with John Plattenburg, and you've had a good sense of humor about it with the Holiday Bowl last year, and you had opportunities to get your first career interception, and it didn't happen. But all joking aside, you don't get that many opportunities, and as Coach Helton talked about, that was the play that turned the game. You drop that ball, it's just an incomplete pass, and they're already driving that, up 14-3. How much have you worked on that part of your game and making sure you take advantage of those opportunities?
I would say really a lot. Starting back in January, all the way through spring ball, summertime, camp, and just when the opportunity presented itself, made the play. And I knew that, the way that the game was going, everybody started off kind of flat, but I knew that if we kept playing the consistency, in a consistent way that, a big play would come. Playing discipline, being focused and everything like that, and, was in the right place at the right time.
All right, John, talk to me about this defense, because early in the season, we were like, man, we can hold them under 30. We're doing good, right? Now you guys are really stepping up and sort of leading the way. Even, key situation, the offense got off to a slow start. You guys kept them in the game and provided them opportunities as well.
Yeah.
What has changed on this defense in, 4, 5, 6 games?
I would say the big thing for us is just coming closer as a family, coming closer as a bond, and just understanding where we want to go, taking everything week by week and focusing really on the details of what we need to do to get the job done. We know where we want to be at, but we take every day as the most important day, not tomorrow, not yesterday, but as the most important day today. And, I want to say our preparation has been really solid the last few weeks. I would say even better than it was before. So, just paying attention to the little details and, being really accountable for everybody, and doing their job.
You don't have a lot of bodies, at least scholarship bodies, at that safety position. And then Leon McQuay goes down and doesn't play this week. It gave you the opportunity to get back into the starting lineup. You've sort of been in and out of the starting lineup. How versatile do you need to be at safety in this system, knowing that you're going to have to rotate a little bit?
Very versatile. Very versatile. You got to also be able to cover. Got to be able to play the run,
Yep.
Come up and do what you got to do. But in the long run, it helps you. It helps you, if you got to play man, it forces you into positions that, sometimes you're not always in. But especially you got to be able to play nickel, dime. We switch it up for different teams and stuff like that. So just versatility is important for us. We got Chris Hawkins who can play corner, nickel,
Yep, right.
And just moving around. And, when we come to situations like this, when we don't have the numbers, we've been in this position before, but we know that we can count on one another. We can count on one another when each other's down and stuff like that. And, even if somebody's out there, that's not playing, like Leon, he's right there encouraging everybody, seeing things that, we might not be able to see. So, for the most part, I think we're doing a really good job of handling the situation.
You guys are also getting really good defensive line play, in terms of pressuring the quarterback, forcing him to move. That's what happened on your interception. He sort of moved it and, made an ill-advised throw. The guys up front, they've been taking some heat. We're taking some heat, especially early in the season. How much better is it for you, being one of the leaders, senior leaders, watching these guys sort of enjoy the fruits of their efforts, right? Going from being criticized to now we're all complimenting them.
I love the progression.
Right.
I love it. When people call us soft or something like that, we take that to heart. We go out there, we step on the field, and we're like, okay, you want to call us soft? Well, we're going to show you what's, we'll show you soft, But really, I just love that the way they play. Claude, had big hits in a few weeks. A few weeks ago, Greg had a big game.
You had one this week. You had a pretty nice hit.
I did, a little something. But, it's just bringing the intensity in. We like I said, we're a family, so we feed off each other's energy, and each other's accomplishments. So, that's why we all get so hyped and stuff after the plays and stuff like that.
John Plattenburg, for those that don't know him, is a nice guy. Anyone will tell you that he's a nice guy. All the whole media say that's the nicest guy in the team right there. But to play your position, you also got to be nasty. So do you have to sort of just have a split personality?
You do? You do it like Dr. Jekyll. What is it?
Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde.
Yeah, there
right.
you go. There you go. So, I mean, when it comes down to it, you know, you got to stick your head in there when it comes to it. It's either you or him at the end of the day, and your teammates counting on you. So, I mean, even if you don't get the job done, I know that there's, you know, my teammates running behind me, you know, ready to make the tackle or something like that. So, you know, just helping any way that I can, any way possible, you know, I'm gonna do what I can.
You know, going back in your high school career, because I watched you in high school, you know, from your freshman year to your junior year at Corona Centennial, and then, of course, your senior year, you go to Texas, and, of course, end up back here at USC, which is a good thing. You know, how much do you watch your high school? I mean, you know, Centennial, they've been rolling.
Yeah. Oh, of course. I talk to Coach Logan all the time. I talk to a few guys, Javon McKinley a little bit, but they're on the roll, and you know, I really always check up on them. I might check out a few games since the playoffs are about to start. Right. You know, we got to go get another state championship. You know, but you know, I look back at it a few times because I want to say that really going there was really a big transition for me. Going from offense to defense and just, you know, following God's plan, really, and just being able to be versatile enough to have the ability to do those things, you know, really just came in my favor. So, you know, I'm really appreciative to Centennial, Coach Logan especially, you know, and just the whole plan, you know, is left up to God.
That's right. He was an offensive guy. I forgot about that.
They all everyone wants to be an offensive guy. You know, John, they keep stats for everything, and that includes community service hours. And I've told you lead the team by far in that category. Why is it so important to you to use your opportunity to give back?
I love giving back, you know, and I want to say the big thing for me is showing kids that anything is really possible if you stick your head to it. If you stay in the books, listen to your parents and stuff like that, you know, everything will fall in place. And, you know, showing that really anybody from anywhere can do it with hard work. And that's a big thing for me, and just, you know, doing whatever I have to do. You know, it doesn't really matter what, even if you ask me, I'm going to go do it. You know, no matter if it's the day after a game or anything like that, I'm going to wake up, you know, I'm going to show the support, because if I don't, you know, I'm not serving anybody a good purpose. So, you know, I do what I can.
That is great to hear. John Plattenburg, a real role model on and off the field for these Trojans. Forget 2 points for safety. Try up to 20%, because with Allstate safe drivers with a good driving record can save up to 20% on car insurance with a distinguished driver discount. That's on top of other discounts. So don't wait. Call the Seabreeze Allstate Insurance Agency today. Thank you, Platt. When we come back, we're going to shift gears a little bit. We got back-to-back women's soccer segments, and certainly worthy of that, as the women of Troy coming off their best season, heading into the tournament, best season in 8 years. It'll be the head coach, Keidani McAlpine, next on Trojans Live.